Hey guys, Shan this side, and welcome to Concept and Coding. And today we have Umesh with us. So, hey, welcome Umesh to this channel. And thank you for messaging me. And that's how I know him. That he has just cleared the JP Morgan. I think he has joined JP Morgan also, and that's where he messaged me regarding this offer that he just now going to join JP Morgan. And that's where we requested Umesh that if he can share his learning with others also, so maybe we will get some points out of his learning. And thank you for accepting it, and welcome again to this channel, man.
Thank you so much, Bhaiya, for inviting me over here.
Thank
And I'm really, it's my well-being that I'm here and sharing my experience, and it might help anybody else in the journey.
so would you give us some brief about your background, man?
Yeah, so I am a 2021 pass out I have done my engineering in computer science and engineering from Maranachana International University, that is based in Faridabad. So after that, I had few offers from service-based companies. Then I accepted offer from Accenture,
Acha.
and I'm still working over there. It's around 2.8 years I'm working. And recently I got an offer from JP Morgan Chase as SW2.
What's the tech stack you are using there? Like, what's your skills generally?
It's majorly Java backend.
Java backend. Okay, cool. So, like, I'm just moving to the next point. Like, how you started looking at job? Like, okay, this is the right time. 2.8 years. I have to start switching, and when you started preparing, actually.
So to be honest, I in my entire college journey, I haven't done at all. So there was a point when I my one of my friend is an IITian, so he got placed in Amazon. So that time I got to know that okay, companies offer this much salary as well. So that was I think around I passed out in 2021. That was at the end of 2021. So I started my coding journey in the year 2022. So from there I started doing DSA and everything. So I mean, followed a path and I did DSA and then LLD and HLD. And then I mean, getting a job opportunity nowadays, it's little difficult, but I grabbed it somehow. Journey was I started in early 2022. So first few months was like, I mean, everybody is going through. I mean, it's really hard. I'm not able to do it. The questions. My thing was, I mean, for few months, I think 3, 4 months was the same. I did not know any specific path where to study. I was just picking up the random questions from LeetCode, GFG, or whatever I find, and I was trying to do them. And I got demotivated, and then I stopped them.
Acha.
Then to be honest, in between, I thought like let's leave this DSA, let's leave the preparation and concentrate on the job, and let's focus over here and grow over here. But after a point of time, around you can say mid of 2022, I found out that even if I mean that growth over here might not be as much as good as to the companies which build their own product. So from there, I adopted a followed up specific path where I should learn and this. And to be honest, I was not little, really weak in logical skills of building the logics, how this array works, how this stack works, how this everything works. So this took me a lot of time. And after that, the major challenge I faced was getting the OA link or I mean, recruiter my observing my resume. So that took a long time.
So, how much time you were dedicating daily for this?
So the thing was, the project I am working on is does not use the core Java backend. To be honest, they use some wrapper class which doesn't relate to the things I should be doing as a backend engineer. So this was really a challenge to manage the office work because my office starts around 11 and it's 9 or 10. Well,
Mhm.
maybe sometime it extends to 11 also.
Correct.
So it was really challenged. Then I made a tight schedule, to be honest. I was being strict on myself so that I should learn these specific topics in this week or this month. So
Okay.
the thing was, I was dedicating my time in the morning and sometimes in the night. I'm not a night person, but I used to dedicate to one to at the night so that I'm I mean, utilizing my time after office.
So you said earlier you were following some random from lead code, GFG, but then after that, what changed? Like, have you changed your pattern of learning? So would you like to talk on that one?
Yeah, so my friend, I told you my friend was IT, and so he was in Amazon. So I talked to him and I asked him like, how should I prepare and how should I do it? So he told me that you should. There are few basic topics in DSA. Then there's some medium topics. Then there are a few hard topics. And in every topic there are few data structures that you have to start with, which with the basics, then the basic questions, then the medium questions, and then so on. Then I found a very good sheet. I can say it was just a you can say if you want to prepare the whole DSA. It was I mean a well-known YouTuber Striver, so I followed his DSA A to Z sheet, which covers every topic from medium, easy, medium, and hard. So I followed that sheet with dedication. I mean, at that time, the videos were not there. So I used to read the articles from the GFG or the lead code discussion section, and I understood from there. The best thing was to prepare notes. I
Mhm.
mean, the notes are the best thing. I still refer to them. They are the best friend till yet.
What else you were doing apart from this DSA?
So apart from DSA, to be honest, initially I was not doing nothing apart from DSA. I was just focusing on my office work and DSA
For how much time?
because I mean you can say it must be around an year,
Year. Okay,
maybe a
got
little
it.
more than that. I was just focusing on DSA because there were few weeks that I'm not able to cover anything because the office work is hectic or I mean there's a headache. I'm not able to study or everything. But I mean I somehow I manage.
Okay, got it, got it. So I think when you said it's an year, I'm just assuming that you are already at the end of 2023, right?
Yes, yes.
So okay, after that, what changed? Like what you started focus?
In this 2023 I was pretty good at DSA. I was I mean able to cover till DP also. I was able to understand all the topics till DP. Then I started applying, but I was not getting calls from anywhere. I got few calls from service based, but I mean I gave the interview, but I really didn't want to switch to a product based from here because the thing was I was like "Ki, I know DSA, so I should be aiming little higher. If I just switch over there, then my mindset will be let's work for another 1 hour, or sorry 1 year or 2 year, and then we can switch. But my mindset was ki, let's switch. If we are going to switch, we are going to switch to a good company, and we are not compromising on that because we have done a hard work. And at the end of 2023, I mean I realized that I am 2 years of experience almost and I was gaining more an experience. Then I found out that I should be learning the system design things also. Then at that point I started system design as well.
Got it, got it. So in your
Hmm.
existing company, there is no system design usage. Like in preparation also, you was at DSA in the interviews which you might have given in 2023. It's also mostly service based, you said. So only DSA you were saying. So that's what I wanted to know. How you found that, right? Yes, system design is required or not. Maybe for some companies, maybe my dream companies, system design is not required. So it's company wise to company wise and position wise to position wise, right? So for your dream companies or whatever the roles which you're applying, how you know that whether I should learn system design or it's not worth it, I should spend that time in learning some other things which might be useful for my kind of a role and the company which I wanted. So why system design?
So I was really active on the lead code discussion section. So I mean, every night my thing was 50 minutes I give to the reading the interview, all the interviews latestly happening.
Acha.
So there I found out that even for the SD position, there is a bit of system design is there. So at that point, I triggered that, okay, let's do system design as well. I don't, at that point, my thing was like, I have done DSA, and let's say I'm giving an interview for a very good company and I lack in system design, then that will be really
Yeah.
bad.
So how you prepared for the system design round? Like, would you like to elaborate more on that? How much time you given? What's your approach on that? And yeah.
So initially, I started with random articles from Lead Code, and medium also. So started understanding the patterns or all the patterns. And I started with LLD. There are few patterns that need to be understand. So I started from there. But it was just like I was not able to understand very properly.
Mhm.
So I was like I was living in between. I was starting and leaving. Then I encountered your channel, Concept and Coding, and then I found that there was a playlist for LLD specific. At that time you were, upload that playlist was not complete, but you were uploading the videos. So I started with the patterns videos. I did all the patterns, and that after doing that patterns, I understood that okay, these kind of patterns will help me to solve this particular type of questions. And the best thing was, with the pattern you were explaining us some company asked question also. So that was really good. So I learned DSA, sorry, LLD from there, and I completed that playlist step by
Got it.
step.
Got it. So how much time, like, so DSA now this time you were doing company and now system design. DSA you have stopped, or in parallel you were also now DSA system design and the job. So what you were pushing yourself, or like this time only system design and job?
So at this point, my mindset was I was working, but I was just giving priority to myself at that point of time. I was like, yeah, I will complete my office work as soon as possible, and whenever I am getting time, 1 hour, 2 hour in the lunch, or maybe my office work is soon ended. So I was investing that time uh in these preparations.
Awesome, awesome, man. Glad to know that. And one point you mentioned that you were facing too much difficulty in getting the OA links itself, and it's very disheartening that you mentioned that you are not getting any opportunity at all. Then how you overcome it? Today you have JP Morgan offer. Like what change? How you made this change totally?
So initially at the my when I was going to place in 2020 end, I had a OA link from Amazon, but I
Okay.
opened that OA and I was blank because I didn't know DSA at that point of time. There was, I think, as far as I remember, there was a graph question and some other topic question. I was blank. I was not able to do any. Not a single line of code I was able to write. That thing actually triggered me to invest some time in these kind of questions also, because I found that if you just clearly read the questions of OA, they are actually a DSA question. Just build up a story.
Mhm.
They will be asking to do a certain query, but that just involving a story that a man goes here there and he have to do something. And if you just shorten it, it will be a DP graph or any other data structure question.
Okay.
That's
Exactly.
how I figured out. And I was just, as I told you, I was continuously reading all the interview experience and the podcast that you do and the other YouTubers do. So I was actively applying on Naukri, InstaHire, and LinkedIn. So
Okay.
to be honest, I got few calls from Naukri, very less from InstaHire, and mostly I was getting from the LinkedIn. So
Okay.
how I used LinkedIn was really a different thing. So how I did was I saw few openings on LinkedIn. Let's say the JP Morgan opportunity. How I got was I saw a opening on the LinkedIn from JP Morgan. So I took referrals before that also in JP Morgan, Amazon, Flipkart, various company, but I never got a oil. But what I followed was look, there is an opening in this company. I'd go to that company's portal and apply for my relevant experience. I applied for 3 4 jobs, and that's how I got the JP Morgan OA link.
Okay. Okay.
And if you say, if from Naukri, I was not able to get good call of a prod-based company. There were few service-based, but not prod-based, to be honest. I have put a filters on LinkedIn. I think there is some alert kind of alerts. So I have created few alerts from the specific companies that I have was targeting at that point of time. I knew that these companies are really hiring for these positions and for this tech stack. The other thing was as I was active in the discuss of the lead code,
Mhm.
people were posting their interview experience, latest interview experiences. So
Acha.
there I also found out that I got two OA link from there also, because I found this company is hiring. Then I messaged to the certain
Oh.
employee of that company, and from there I got referred and then got a.
So, what about your resume? Is there you figure out that could be a resume issue also, that you are applying into 50, 100 of companies, but still you see that only 5, 4 companies are getting. So you think that there is something missing in your resume also? Have you get it like reviewed with your friend like in Amazon which you have? So any feedback you got to improve your resume like?
Yes, so I mean the calls which I got, all these companies, this 10 around 10 companies, service plus product, was that when I changed my resume, to be honest.
Sure. Okay.
When earlier I was using this traditional, I had a format and I was putting the random information over there. Then I there were few, few seniors, they are working in a good product company. Get my resume reviewed from them, and then I found out that there should be a proper matrix on which thing you worked and how many you should show your skills. I mean, how much percentage, how much your work benefited the company. These are few matters that you should be over there in your profile. So apart from this, I mean, as I knew that my this project which I was doing, so I might not be able to showcase those skills which I want to. So
Mm.
in the meantime, I did my self projects also. I created few
Huh.
projects from myself also, and I included them in the resume, showing
Awesome.
that I have worked on these things and mentioned those skills over there also.
Nice point, man. So you were in Accenture. You have already mentioned that you haven't used much of the latest technologies, which so you have created your own project. Very high level, could you please elaborate what was the project, what exactly you used, and definitely you have not used in current company. So, but how you learn that? How what was your strategy also? So we can discuss on that, man.
Yeah, so the project were really basic. I mean, if you know Java plus Spring Boot, so I created a service. Let's say you can a service for any user, maybe a hospital, maybe a school, where I implement all the CRUD app operations from, I mean, it was operations for using that Spring Boot thing. And then I used my SQL Workbench database to integrate over that. And I was able to create some, I mean, response showing that how it worked. I hosted that into a GitHub link so that interviewer can see that how it works and what I have done over there.
Got it, got it. So, so very basic Java Spring Boot, not that much. Which generally, so generally when we go for any interview, right, we prepare too much hard. We set so much expectation for ourselves itself that we have to build some awesome projects and then only it impactful. But it's a good point, and thank you for being honest that it's a simple project.
Yes.
No such fancy thing. Only you just hands-on experience you got for the Spring Boot, Java, and MySQL one. Okay, cool. So what about the your learning pattern? Like maybe DSA you are following the sheet. Spring Boot you mentioned, Java you mentioned. There are so many things, right? Like let's say that if my interviews are coming, and let's say I know that Java is something which I need to refresh. So Java is huge. Like Spring Boot is huge. Like so, how you were okay? How you are actually? If you what I'm trying to ask is how you are specifying such how you are targeting such big courses itself that yes I need to target only this one, otherwise it takes months just to complete everything.
Yes.
So I hope I am able to clarify my question, like.
Yes, yes. So what I did was I divided everything in three parts. So if let it be Java, let it be Spring Boot, let it be database. So three parts was key first, which are the basics that I should, I mean, even if I don't remember that, I mean, sorry, I don't revise that, I should be knowing that. I mean, the basic things in Java, you should know how interface work, how you need to create a custom exception. These are the basic. These you should, I mean, able to code in the sleeve also. These are the basic that I put for myself. Then the topics come where little hard, maybe where you need to learn about the multi-threading part, how it works and things. So these I have created a small, you can say, notes for that I have had a hands-on on that, but I wrote a few small notes so that I read it and I'm able to understand what I did. The
Got it.
second part was to cover some hands-ons and practice that. And the third one was see what they are asking right now.
Right.
Let's say if it's Amazon, any other company, what they're really asking as of present. So those questions I curated and then I put in myself. Am I able to code them? Am I able to answer them to myself? If yes, so I go ahead. If not, I Google them. I create specific notes for them, and then that's how I do that.
So you have those notes like on your anything online cloud, and I would be like really helpful like if you could share the link if you upload somewhere that Java, this is the notes, miss easy, medium, and the interview ask question, Spring Boot, like this. So if it's in your personal, it's okay, but if you would like to share with all, you can have it in cloud, and please feel free to share it also. So that was just one input also, so that maybe we'll also get to know like if there is something missing in the scope and you have the latest interview experience. So we'll also update of that. Yeah, this is something which we might have not covered. Yes, it's good to cover also. Cool.
Yeah,
And
sure. I have that.
yeah, yeah,
I'll give that.
sure. Thank you, man. And last point which I have from you is like, okay, in JP Morgan or any other product based company which you have given, what is the expectation out of SD1? So I think you have reached to the SD2 level, right? So
Yes.
interview for the SD1, what exactly is the expectation? How much DSA, how much system design, what all rounds, very high level. We don't want to go in much depth of those, but very high level, if you can set up an expectation, like yes, for SD1, in my what your view, what is the expectation out there in the market?
So I interviewed for SD2 at JP Morgan, but I knew about the SD1 also. If so, I mean the process will be pretty much similar. System design will vary. So there can be 4 to 5 rounds.
Acha.
First, of course, OA. You will be getting 2 to 3 questions that you have to. I mean that can be of any data structure. You have to solve in I think 1.5 hour. You have to solve those questions. The second will be a face-to-face DSA round where they will be giving you, I think, in 1 hour you have to solve at least 2 questions. I mean, in my case, they tried to solve third one also. They asked me approach for that. It can vary from 2 to 3. And the third round is, of course, system design. In SD1, this might be a little easier side. They might ask you the simple patterns, or they ask you to design a small thing such as a logger system. But if you come to a SD2, they will be asking as you HLD part, where they
Acha.
will give you a specific scenario and you have to design an architecture of it. And the question answer round will be there. They will be asking every specific detail of it, which DB, why that DB, if you are using messaging queue, why CDN and everything, they will be asking in deep. And after that, you will have a like a behavioral round. Uh, to be honest, don't consider behavioral round to be behavioral round as in current scenario because all the behavioral round I had was technical. Very little behavioral round. The questions they asked, it was clearly technical. They digged into my project, which I have done for myself and in the company, and the fourth round can vary from your talk with your manager or HR,
Hmm.
and they will explain you. I mean, they will ask some few questions about you, your project. This might be a basic round.
Got it, got it. Thanks a lot, man. And again, yeah, sorry, one more thing which comes to my mind, like when you said OA is coming. I today nowadays I see lot more things like in OA there is some on Telegram answers are there, and that's how many people are able to clear the OA, and the genuine engineers are not able to clear, so they get less the opportunity. What's your own take of that? Like, have you heard of, I am not sure. Are you familiar of this problem or you have heard this or not?
I mean, I didn't know that there are links that, I mean, in the Telegram that they do this kind of thing. But
Okay.
my thing is, even if you, let's say, clear a OA, but I mean, you have to, I mean, you will might not feel that confident in the further rounds because OA is also really a reflection of you, how you have done your preparation because it
Exactly.
will not be that hard.
Yes, yes.
If you are able to solve it, so that's why you deserve the job because that's why they are talking that OA and filtering out the candidates.
I think that's pretty much from my side. Like, so I think there would be a lot more information which I might not have covered, which you have like notes and all. And please, guys, feel free to reach out to him. I will share his LinkedIn profile in the description section. And any questions which is left, please feel free to ping him. Yeah. So thanks a lot, man. Thank you again for accepting the invite.
Yeah, and the last thing which I wanted to quote for everybody who's preparing out there, just have a faith in yourself, because I was there. And just don't let yourself be discouraged, because I was not aware that I will be clearing this, to be honest. But I cleared because I have prepared. To be honest, if I divide a success, it will be 95% of hard work, and it will go in step by step. First step is your hard work, then comes 3% of your activeness, how active you are, and then 2% is your luck. Luck is not that you will get easy questions. Luck is something that you have done hard work. That's why you have a luck to clear that interview. So, I mean, keep preparing, as Bhaiya always says, that do not discourage yourself, do not get demotivated. One day you will also clear. I have also cleared, so you will do so.
Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for the last tip. Thank you. Okay, man. Thanks a lot. See you soon. Bye.